Hello, students. Hello, friends. Hello, teachers. Today is a quite important day. While I'm recording this video, most of the IIT aspirants of 2020 are appearing for advanced paper today, and most of them are writing the paper at present. So I wish them all good luck and hope that all of them, would come out with flying colors and would have a experience of lifetime. And I do pray that all of them should come safe and sound, considering the fact that pandemic has not yet over. Everyone has kept utmost precautions while submitting the paper or doing the paper. So I wish them good luck and hope all of them would come out safe and sound. So coming back to the today's session, we shall be discussing. Earlier in the last two videos we were taking uh, considering the two cases of n factor where we discussed these two cases. uh, Let me show it to you that case number one was that salts which reacts in such a manner that one element undergoes change in oxidation state and goes to one product. So if you could recall this particular cases, this type of cases we have already done, that only one element underwent change in oxidation state and goes to one product. This we have already done. Such type of cases we have already dealt with. And at the end of this series of n factor, we shall be doing lot many problems which will be considering all these cases. Second case we did last time was the salts which reacts in such a manner or compounds reacts in such a manner, एक एलिमेंट इसमें ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट में चेंज में जाएगा बट प्रोडक्ट एक से ज्यादा प्रोडक्ट्स में पाया जाएगा. सो व्हाट वी टेंड टू से that one element undergoes change in oxidation state and goes to more than one product but is either oxidized or reduced. This case also we have dealt with. If you could remember, I did a case where you may have been recalling that MnO2 treated with 4HCl and goes to MnCl2 and Cl2 and water, if you could recall. So where I said that this Cl negative is going to two products, it is going to this Cl negative also and this also. So this was the another case which we did last time. You could refer to those who are seeing this video first time. I would advise you to see the last two videos on the topic of n factor and do subscribe to my channel, because as and when I'm going to make a new video you would get the notification at the earliest. So now let us come to the topic which we are supposed to start today with, is the case 3. So this is one of my favorite and very interesting case where what you would see is that in this particular case the salt or compound or a given chemical species would react in such a way, which reacts in such a way that more than one element undergoes change in oxidation state but is either oxidized or reduced. When I say this way, what do I mean by it? इस केस में क्या होगा, एक कंपाउंड में एक से ज्यादा एलिमेंट्स ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट्स को चेंज करेंगे बट they are either reduced or oxidized. So as we proceed you are able to understand this is one of the, i will I will mark this as very important case. This would be a quite a challenging and important case and मजेदार case. So let us start with some questions. तो पहला क्वेश्चन उठाते हैं. Let's say if you have ferrous oxalate in the exam, it is being given like this. They will ask you that this is the reaction, half reaction happening. You are supposed to tell the n factor of this or equivalent weight of this compound, equivalent weight of ferrous oxalate during this reaction. So, or let me write it plus 3 also, then it would make a become more interesting. So now this is the question where you are supposed to find the equivalent weight of ferrous oxalate, and this ferrous oxalate is turning to ferric ions and carbon dioxide. So firstly you have to have the understanding which we did last time also, that this ferrous oxalate can be broken into Fe2 positive and oxalate ion. So now you can find their oxidation states, that carbon is in +3 oxidation state and iron of course is in +2. So this iron is in +2, this carbon is in +3, and of course oxygen is in -2. So those who are new, I would advise them that do see the video which has been uploaded on the topic of oxidation state also. So you should know how to find the oxidation state, and that is being dealt and discussed in very detail. So here it goes to +4 and -2. So let me write it little neatly. So here it is +4, and now see what the case is. The case is here iron is going from +2 to +3. One element is undergoing change in oxidation state of this particular compound, and another element is also undergoing change in oxidation state. It is going to +4. So, and in both the cases, if it goes from +2 to +3, it is undergoing oxidation, and if it is going from +3 to +4, it again is undergoing oxidation. So as is being done in the previous two videos, we we found the oxidation state in two ways. One way is the balancing, other was the intuitive way I told you. So one way is that if you don't want to do the balancing type of a thing, so you could see here, you take a mod, if you could recall, put a negative sign here. Now from per mole, the you have to see into those elements which are undergoing change in oxidation state. So 1 mole of ferrous oxalate may एक Fe2 positive, I am getting one Fe2 positive, which is going from +2 to +3. If you could recall, we did it this way, and you have to take a mod. So here the answer is 1 plus another mole, another part which is also undergoing oxidation is, again you have to take a mod. So there are two carbon atoms. These two carbon atoms are of +3, and these two would reach, because if they are there on the reactant side, that two has to go to the product side also. You would see that two carbons would be reaching the product side also. So but when they are reaching the product side, they are reaching with +4 oxidation state. So here the answer would be 2. So the total N factor would be 3. Now many of you would ask why I added them, because both are undergoing oxidation. So you have to tell how many electrons. So we will say here how many electrons might have been lost. 3 electrons have been lost. So 1 mole of ferrous oxalate gave me 3 moles of electrons. So I would say that the N factor of ferrous oxalate in this particular case is 3. So I think I made my point clear. In case you are not comfortable with this, you can of course could go with the balancing also. So if you want to go for balancing, what you simply have to do, just write all the things here. So this is carbon dioxide. So there were 4 rules, if you could recall: balance all other elements except oxygen and hydrogen. So I have to balance iron, which is 1. Here you have a carbon, so I put 2 carbon atoms. So first point is clear. So the second point is that you have to balance the oxygen atoms with the help of the water. The side which is deficient in oxygen, you have to add the water. So here you have 4 oxygen, here also have 4 oxygen, so oxygen also got balanced. There is no hydrogens on the reactant and product side, so there is no need of balancing them. So last part is the charge balancing, and charge balancing is to be done by Mr. Electron. If you could recall that I used to give lot of regard and importance to the electron, because sari game electron ki hai. So now see what the charge here is. It is +3. Here the charge is 0. You have to balance the charge with the help of electron. So if I place 3 here negative, this both becomes 0. So what does it mean? I have to place 3 electron here. So here also you are able to see the N factor is coming out to be 3. So this list is too lengthy that I may discuss few more cases, but it is very important. This particular case is quite an important one, which is quite confusing, engaging when it actually comes in the paper, so in the form of numericals. So let me take another very important case where this is a coordination compound. If you could have the knowledge, so this coordination compound, if happens to go to Fe3 positive plus, say for example, carbon dioxide and nitrate ion, and the medium for this is acidic. So here you have not to focus on this part, although with time you are able to start seeing the things and start remembering the inorganic part. That at this juncture I just don't want you to focus on this part, that how you people come to know that ये इधर से यही बनेगा, ये बनेगा, ये बनेगा. So इस point पे आपने अभी thought इतना नहीं देना. First you have to understand the overall loss or gain of electrons per mole of the starting material. So here now again there are two ways to do it. One way is, if you don't want to do the balancing, in that case you should know the oxidation states. So to just let me give you a little idea which you might be aware of, in this particular case how to find the oxidation state of. So first there is cyanide ion, this is cyanide, and this is being categorically discussed in the topic of oxidation state in some other video. So here it is plus 1, sorry, I wrote it wrong, just hold on. So this is plus 3 and this is minus 3, because these are the three electrons, these are the three electrons of the carbon. Electronegative element tend to get the negative charge, and the less electronegative would get the plus 3 charge or positive charge. So overall charge on this carbon is plus 2, and here you have minus 3. So overall charge on cyanide ion is minus 1. So you may say that, let me, it has become little chaotic here, let me write it once again. Those who are aware of, well and good. So what I said, that nitrogen is in minus 3, carbon is in plus 2 oxidation state. So now overall it is having minus 1 charge. So I may write, let me write it once again here just to show you more neatly. So what I could do here is FeCN 6 4 negative. So this is, now you have to find the oxidation state. You get to know that this is plus 2, this is minus 3, and overall if you want to write it is as minus 1. So if you want to find the oxidation state of iron, it would be iron 6 minus 1 equal to minus 4. So X comes out to be plus 2. So iron is in plus 2 oxidation state. So if I write the all the oxidation states here, it is plus 2, this also is plus 2, this is minus 3. So now you could see this is plus 3, this is plus 4, and this is plus 5. So what you are able to see here, that iron is also undergoing change in oxidation state and is undergoing oxidation. And similarly, if you see this carbon is also undergoing oxidation, because it is, the oxidation state is increasing, and this also is undergoing change in oxidation state and going from minus 3 to plus 5. The things have become little chaotic today. Let me show it once again a little neatly, and because the reaction is little lengthy, so I should write it once again. So now the question is which way you want to go. One way is that you just don't want the balancing part. Both ways you need to have this good understanding, whichever way you want to go, you may adopt. So plus 2 plus 2 minus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5. So as I said, how to find the n factor, take a mod. First I would take, there is one iron which is in plus 2, and that particular iron is going to plus 3, and you have to take a mod. So this is per mole one iron atom is there, so the oxidation state change like this, and this n vector comes out to be 1 plus. So now why I am adding this, because this also is undergoing change in oxidation state. This carbon is also changing the oxidation state and is going to carbon 4 positive is undergoing oxidation. So now you have to again see that how many moles per mole of this compound is carrying the carbon. So there are 6 carbon atoms per mole, and all these 6 are having plus 2 oxidation state. So all those 6 would definitely reach the product also while balancing, and would have the oxidation state plus 4. So here it comes out to be plus 12. Now the last part, which I may write it here with different marker, is the last one. Which one it is? That is the nitrogen. So how many nitrogens you have? 6 nitrogen which are in -3 oxidation state, and all those 6 are going to +5 oxidation state. +5 oxidation state. Did you get the point? So is it okay? 6 carbon, 6 nitrogen of -3 oxidation state. So they are going to 6, all those 6 nitrogens are going to +5 oxidation state. So how much it becomes? This is -30 and this is -18. So total would become -48, but you have to take the mod. So it would become how much? If I write it here, so from here the value comes out to be +48 from here. So the total would become how much? The total has become 61. So this is quite interesting. So the now what I would say, the N factor came out to be 61. What does it mean? That 1 mole of this compound, if happen to go to Fe3 positive, carbon dioxide and nitrate ion, 1 mole of this on, even on balancing also, it is going to give you, it is going to lose 61 electrons. Okay, another way is you can balance it with the you can find the N factor with the balancing. If you want to go by the balancing, how could you go for it? Is the way which we did in the last two videos also, that now let me write once again. So since the reaction is happening in acidic medium, so there had been, we said, 4 rules, and that rules are quite easy to understand. So first, balance all other elements except for the oxygen and hydrogen. So Fe is 1, Fe is 1, carbon is 6, so I should put 6 here, and nitrogens are also 6, so I should put 6 nitrogen here. So first point is clear. The second point is that after balancing all other elements apart from hydrogen and oxygen, it is to be balanced with the, now you have to balance the oxygen with the help of water, and you have to add the water to a site deficient in oxygen atoms. So you have 12 oxygen there, and here you have 18 oxygen. So in total you have 30 oxygen atoms on the product side. So I should put 30 water molecules on the reactant side. So this way the water is also got balanced. Now you have to balance the hydrogen atoms, and the best way is to do the balancing of hydrogen atoms to just to put H positive ions to the side deficient in hydrogen atoms. So here you have 30 into 2, 60 hydrogen atoms. So I should put 60 H positive ions. So once this is being done, this is the negative charge. So last part was the balancing of electrons. So last part is to balance the electron with the help of the charge of the electron. So now let us see what is there. This is -4 on the reactant side. On the product side, what are the things you have? +3, and carbon dioxide doesn't carrying any charge. Now you have to be little attentive while doing it. So it is -6, 6 ones are 6, -6, and this is +60. So 63 minus 6, it becomes 57. So okay, let me write it here. So this becomes -4 is equal to how much it is? It becomes +57. So +57, if I add -61 into it, -61 into it, so this also would become -4 equal to -4. So that means I have to place here, let me write it with a bold marker. So you have to place 61 electrons. So what does it mean? That 1 mole of this species is losing 61 electrons. So the N factor here is 61. So this is quite a important case which I just said, that this is the case where you are able to see that one element is undergoing change in oxidation state and goes to one product. Let us take one more example, then I will leave you with some questions. You try it at home and pass it to me your answers through the mail if you want. So I will cross check it. So now see, in this case, that if you could see that this chromium is in +3 oxidation state, this is in +6 oxidation state, this iodide ion is in -1 oxidation state, it gone to +7. So this again is the third case where one element is undergoing change in oxidation, more than one element is undergoing change in oxidation state and goes to two products. And both ways it is undergoing oxidation. By the way, this reaction happened to occur in basic medium. So in case you want to do it with the balancing also. So the N factor here is 1 chromium is going from +3 to +6, and we have to take a mod, so this comes out to be 3 plus what else, you have 1 mole of this compound is containing 3 moles of iodide ions, so that 3 must be reaching this side also on the product side where it is +7. So you have to take the mod. So this is 21 minus 3 also, so it becomes -24. -24 का mod हो जाएगा 24. So the answer comes out to be 27. Now in case somebody is interested to do it with balancing, so he or she may do hardly in millisecond, not milliseconds, in some seconds. So we would do it this way. If I do it a little speedily, the chromium is balanced, so 1 2 3 and 4. So these are the terms which you have to keep in mind. So पहला point, बाकी सभी elements को balance करो except oxygen and hydrogen. So you have one chromium, iodine are 3, so I should place 3 here. Now second point is you have to balance the oxygen with the help of water. So how many oxygen do you have? 4 and 12. So 16 oxygen atoms are there on the product side. So I should put 16 water on the reactant side. As simple as that. Now third point is you have to balance the hydrogen atoms. So how many hydrogen atoms do you have on the reactant side? 32. So I should put 32 H positive ions. So H positive ions also got balanced. Now the fourth point had been to balance the charge. So let us see how much is the charge on the product side. This is 0 charge. And on the reactant side, how much is the charge? It is -2, -3 and +32. So it becomes 27. So did you get it? It is 27 plus 27. So you want +27 to become 0 by putting -27. So I should put 27 electrons here. So if you could recall in the previous two videos, I categorically mentioned that any given reaction could balance in acidic medium also. Now because this before the addition of this electron everything is got balanced, but the point is this actually this particular reaction or this particular reaction happened to occur in a basic medium. Now how, if I have to do the balancing the basic medium, what I will do, as I told you last time also, that you have to remove out H positive ions with the help of OH negative ions. So I added 32 OH negative ions. So if I add 32 OH negative ions, this would become 32 water. Got it? 32 water. Since I added extra 32 OH negative on the product side, which otherwise it is balanced, so I have to put 32 OH negative ions on the reactant side also. Now you can cancel this water with this water. So how many water molecules do you get on the product side? 16. So overall reaction, if I would like to write it, because uh, I I haven't changed any charge, so the number of electrons still remains the same on the product side, that is 27. So it is, let us check it out, that is it everything okay. So this is the case. So how many water did we get? It's 16 water and 27 electrons. So you have 32 negative charge. So I need to get 32 negative charge on the product side also. So 27, 3 and 27 and 3 is 30 and 2 negative is 32. So the charge is perfectly balanced. Everything is balanced. So the N factor here is how much it is? N factor came out to be 27. That 1 mole of this is undergoing or losing 27 electrons. So I think the point is clear that this particular case had been a quite an important case. So I will leave you with some homework problems. You could write it on a comment box if in case you get the answer, that what would be the answers for these questions. So if you have this particular question where this is undergoing change in oxidation state to give you sulfate, nitrate and carbonate, try this out in the acidic medium. So you need to tell me the n factor for this particular case, 1. And there are this particular problem or this particular topic has a long list. So this also goes to this one, sulfate in the acidic medium. You can try these questions at place. And for that matter, if this is the case where copper 2 positive and SOT. So before I close down this particular session, so you need to find all of these, because now I can tell you one simple viewpoint that this copper is in +1 oxidation state here, so it is going from +1 to +2, sulfur -2 to +4. So in every case you would see in all these cases that more than one element is undergoing change in oxidation state and are getting oxidized to give you different products. So I think this particular case is done with, and hope to see you once again in the next video where we shall be discussing another 2-3 cases. So systematically we are understanding all the cases related to n factor of an oxidizing agent or reducing agent, and then we would see also another case where you need to find out the n factor where the same element is undergoing change in oxidation state, same element is being undergoing reduction as well as oxidation. So stay safe and take care. Bye. See you.